So hello everyone. Today we are going to solve the problem of C-square curve fitting by writing a code using Scilab. Okay. So for that I have picked up a problem. Uh, so the given problem is the experimental values of x and y are given below 0, -1, 2, 5, 5, 12, 7, 20. If the straight line y is equal to a0 plus a1x is fitted to the above data, find the approximate values of a0 and a1. So that means we have to find out by using least square for fitting the values of a0 and a1 to get the best fitted line capital Y. Okay, so how can we do that? With the help of these two equations, m a0 plus a1 summation I is equal to 1 to m xi is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to m yi 4.6a, and similarly a0 summation I is equal to 1 to m xi plus में a1 summation I is equal to 1 to m xi square is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to m xi yi 4.6b. So these two equations 4.6a and 4.6b we can solve and find out the values of a0 and a1. So here m is the what is m? M represents the number of data points. So in the present case, in the given problem, we have 4 data points. Therefore m will be equal to 4, and summation I is equal to 1 to m xi represents the sum of values of x, and summation I is equal to 1 to m yi represents the sum of values of yi or y. Similarly, xi square summation xi square represents the sum of x square values, and xi yi summation represents the sum of values of xy. So these two equations can be solved using matrix as given, a 2 into 2 square matrix containing 4 elements, column matrix containing a0 a1, and again a column matrix on the RHS side, summation I is equal to 1 to m yi and summation I is equal to 1 to m xi yi. Okay, so what we need in order to solve this matrix, we have first calculate summation xi square, summation yi, and summation xi yi. So for the given problem, we can tabulate the values as follows, and the value of x summation xi is 14, and the value of summation yi is 36, the value of summation xi square is 78, and similarly the value of summation xi yi is 210 for the given problem. And we will incorporate or substitute all these values in this matrix, and after solving this matrix we will get a0 is equal to -1.1381 and a1 is equal to 2.8966, and the equation of the best fitted straight line will be -1.1381 plus x multiply 2.8966. So all these things we will do in our Scilab by writing a code, and then we'll see whether we are getting the same result or not. So let us move to the Scilab editor. So first again I will write CLC and clear, so that if there is any command already stored in the Scilab or variable stored in the Scilab will be cleared, and CLC will definitely clear the console so that we can observe the or visualize the output in a more clear manner. So the very first thing is we have to input the values of x in the form of array. So what are the values of x? 0, 2, 5 and 7. Okay, so these values may vary depending upon the problem. Therefore we will input these values by the user through the console. So what I will write x is equal to input double quotes, enter the values of x in the form of array. Similarly, we will enter the values of y by the user in the form of array is equal to input. We will copy this and paste here and replace x with y. So now we have entered the values of x and y. The next step is we have to calculate the values of summation x, summation y, summation xi. Okay, so these 4 variables we have to calculate. What are these? X, summation y, summation xi square, summation xi yi. These 4 quantities we need. So what we will do, we will write in our code. So the code is x is equal to sum bracket x. So this will calculate summation xi. Similarly, capital Y is equal to sum bracket y. So this will calculate summation yi. Now we need summation xi square. So what we will do? We will represent it with x2 is equal to sum x dot star x. Okay. So this will give me the summation of xi square. Next is summation xy. So for that we will write capital Xy is equal to sum x y. So first we will write x, then dot star y. Okay, so now I have all the four quantities. Now what will I have to do is I have to create a matrix. So let us give will be first m. So m is the number of data points. Still we do not have number of data points. So let us write command for this also. M is equal to length bracket x. So this will give me the number of data points. Okay. So now what I have to do? I have to create a 2 into 2 matrix, and I will store this matrix in variable a. So a is equal to m space xi, summation I is equal to 1 to m xi. Then we will write capital X, then colon. After that the next element is also summation xi, and then space xi square, then we will write x2. Now let us display A to see whether we are getting the correct matrix A or not. After that we will move the further in the code. So first I have to enter the values of x in the form of array. The values of x are 0 to 57. 0 to 57. Now I have to enter the values of I in the form of array. -1, 5, 12, 20. -1, 5, 12, 20. So these are the values of x and y. So as you can see, we are getting 4, 14 and 78. X is number of data points is 4, that is correct. What is the value of summation x? We can see 14 is we are getting, which is also correct, and summation of x square is 78, which is also correct. So that means we are getting correct matrix A. Now we have to create another matrix. What is that? As you can see, right hand side matrix, which contains summation I is equal to 1 to m yi, summation I is equal to 1 to m xi yi. So now we will create this column matrix in our code, and we will mark this as C. So we will store this column matrix in C. The first is summation yi. So summation yi is capital Y, and summation xi yi is capital XY. Now we will display this list C. Okay. So now we have created 2 into 2 matrix and a column matrix. Now we have to calculate A0 and A1. So A0 and A1 can be calculated by taking inverse. So if we assume that the A0 and A1 are stored in column matrix B, then column matrix B will be given by C, or we can write A inverse C. Okay. So we will take A inverse C and inverse of both sides, LHS and as RHS. Then we will get B is equal to A inverse C, and B will contain the elements A0 and A1. Okay. So how we will write? First we will have to calculate inverse of A, and for that command is inverse A. Then we will multiply this inverse with the matrix column matrix C. So we will write C. Okay. Now what is A0 and A1? So we will write this B to see whether we are getting the correct values of A0 and A1 or not, and run the or execute the code. So again the values of x are 0 to 57, 0 2 5 7. Again the next values are minus 1 5 12 20, minus 1 5 12 20. So we can see the values of the square matrix A is already checked, and the column matrix C must contain summation yi and summation xi yi. So summation yi is 36 and summation xi yi is 210, and as you can see we are getting the same. And now the value of A naught is minus 1.1379 and 2.8965, and what we are getting here is minus 1.381 and 2.8965. So we are getting a more accurate answer than the example than in the solution of the example which we have picked. So we have calculated the correct values of A0 and A1, and hence we can find out the best fitted straight line. Now we will try to plot the data points, experimental values of x and y, and the fitted straight line. So for that, what we will do, we will store the values of A0 and A1 from column matrix B in A0 and A1. So what is A0? A0 is equal to B bracket 1 and A1 is equal to B bracket 2. So we have stored the values of A0 and A1. Now the x and y are the experimental values. What will be the calculated values of y? Y underscore CALC calculated will be given by this best fitted straight line equation. So what we will do, we will write y underscore calculated is equal to A0 plus x multiply A1. So this will give me the calculated values of y. So A0 plus A1 star x. Okay, so now I have the experimental values of y stored in y and the calculated values of y stored in y underscore CALC, which is given by the best fitted straight line. Okay, now we will plot the y calculated as well as experimental values of y using plot command. So I will write plot bracket start x comma y comma arrow. So this will, what is the use of arrow? R will generate data points of red in color and their shape will be circular. Okay, now I will plot the best fitted line x comma y underscore CALC comma, and we will use the black color for this, and now we will run this command. So now we have to again input the values of x0 to 5 7, and the values of I are minus 1 5 12 20, minus 1 5 12 20. So as you can see, the best fitted line and the experimental data points are plotted in this graph, but as you can see the graph is not that much pleasing and it is not attractive. So let us make our graph more attractive by doing some modifications in the axis and figure properties. So I will close this graphical window and go to our Scilab editor. So first of all, what I will write, x label. So let us choose x label is input, y label as output, x title or title as list where curve fitting. Legend, because we have two types of data, one is experimental and another one is calculated, so we will write legend round bracket start. First is experimental data we are plotting, so I will write experimental, and the next data is best fitted, double quotes, best fitted. Okay, best fitted straight line basically. So to make it simple, I have written only best fitted and then give the position of the legend. So 1 2 3 4, there are 4 positions, so I am choosing 2, Now I will modify the axis properties. So for that I have to write A is equal to GCA. If those who do not know what is the meaning of GCA and why we are writing it, I have already made many of the video lectures on the plotting. You people can go to my previous video lectures and find out that video lecture in which I have discussed about the plotting of the graph in Scilab. So I have explained everything there in my plotting of graphs, Scilab plot and multiplot. Okay, so there are many things I have discussed in that. Go to that my video lectures to learn more about plotting in Scilab. So I have written A is equal to GCA. Now I will write tight limits. So as you can see, when we plot a graph, there are some extra spaces which are there, and we want to remove that extra space. So what I will write, A dot tight underscore limit is equal to double quotes on. Okay, and next is, so since we have two graphs, experimental and theoretical, so I will have to give 1 and 2 for the both. If there is only one graph, then we do not need to mention, but if there are more than one graph in the same window, for a same is in case of multiplot, so we have to mention for which graph we want to set the tight limits on, or for which one we do not. So if we, since we are we want to on the tight limits for both the graph, experimental and best fitted, therefore I have written separately for both. Now the thickness of the graph is equal to 2. A dot font size is equal to 4. Now X label font size, Y label font we have to choose so that they can be properly visible. So A dot X underscore label dot font underscore size is equal to 4. Now next is A dot X underscore label or A dot Y underscore label dot font underscore size is equal to 4. So I have changed the font size of X label, Y label. Similarly, I can change the font size of the title also. A dot title dot font underscore size is equal to 4. So I have kept the font size is equal to 4 for all the labels. Now till now I have only changed the axis properties, thickness or font size, everything. Now let us change the properties of the graph. So A dot children bracket 1. Okay, so 1 denotes the best fitted curve. Dot thickness is equal to 2. Okay, similarly now I can also change the line style. So I will copy this command. I will add this line underscore style is equal to 3. Now again we will copy this. Now I will change the for the experimental data points. So since experimental represents only data points, therefore I will change the mark style and mark size. So mark underscore style is equal to 5 and mark underscore size is equal to 10. Also now I have made all the changes in the graphical axis and figure properties, and now let us run the code. So again we have to enter 0 0 2 5 7, the value of y as minus 1 5 12 and 20, minus 1 5 12 20. So as you can see, this is our best fitted curve, and I have changed the axis properties as well as figure properties, and it is looking more attractive than the previous one. You can change properties as per your needs so that it will be quite pleasing and attractive. Okay, so now we have learned how to solve least square curve fitting, and I have chosen only the linearly fitted straight line. Similarly, you can solve such type of problems for non-linear curve fitting also. If you people need a program or Scilab code on non-linear curve fitting, kindly write in the comment box. Depending on your number of comments, I will try to provide the code for that also. Thanks for watching the video.